Hello everybody and welcome to part 2. Patience is definitely a must with some projects. Hello everybody and welcome to part 2 of the tutorial. As you saw in my previous video, I completed one of the girls, and in this video I'm going to show you the other girl. So let's jump right into it. So starting off the same way as before, I rub out the pencil lines and get my guides in place. And learning from what I did before, I start off with the left eye, getting my shape and colouring around the pupil, making sure I leave a glint to show light. Then I use the white to lighten the blue of her eye and draw in the whites of her eyes, so it's ready for shading. But I've also gone over the eye in blue around the edges. Now I start on the skin, making sure I'm not pressing too hard so I can mix it with the white to lighten it up, and to use a darker skin tone to pronounce certain areas. You need to define the features so they pop out and don't look flat. This helps them to look more realistic. I go over and blend them in with a light skin colour, or white, depending how much I need to blend them and how dark I need to get them. Now to darken some of those finished areas using the same principle, lightly use the black or even a dark brown to get those areas darker, again blending with the skin colours previously laid down. Now as I'm working on the skin, I'm also working in the eyebrows. Always make sure you know where the light is coming from, as you need to know how dark and how light to make each section of the picture. Using these guides, I finish the skin, and when I start on the lips, I make sure I know exactly what I need to do by studying the picture. So making sure I have the mouth mapped out with a darker shadow, I use different shades of red for the lips and tongue, also using white to dull it a little so it doesn't stand out too much. Then I finish around the mouth. Don't forget to do the ears or the neck before moving on to the hair. Now with the hair, I lay down a layer of skin because you can see some skin through the roots. Now on the hair, again, start by choosing your colours carefully and start with the lighter parts, slowly darkening, but make sure you draw in the direction that the hair is going, swooping the hair where it needs to be swooped, making sure it's straight, and it gets it looking a bit more realistic. Now make sure you keep your pencil sharpening for all the detail so you can get that look looking a little bit sharper. Now the head is done, I move on to the body, and seeing as it's lighter than the colours I have, I lay down a white layer that helps to mix it when you put in the top layer, and then that lightens it a lot more than it would do. Remember, on any piece of cloth, it moves and isn't flat. You need to know exactly where it folds and how they fold, which part hits the light better and which parts are really dark. Also take a look for those small details that you can add to help make it pop, like the decoration on the top. Where does it start? But always make sure you know and think about the finished project and how to get there. Think about how much time you have and how much you want to push yourself, and how much do you need to work on your technique. You also need to find your style. And that's the end of this second tutorial. She's taken another 4 hours to complete, which is 8 hours in total. Patience is definitely a must with some projects. But if it's something that you enjoy, the patience will come. Please join me in part 3 where I'll show you the next part of the project. A little bit different in this one. It'll be the two ladies behind the two girls. So please like and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.